Today, I'll be sharing a report from the recent AFTA Tackle Show 2024. The turnout on public day was astonishing. There were so many people. I think the crowd was even larger than last year. Just take a look at this long line. I never expected so many people to be waiting early in the morning. It's fantastic to see the fishing industry thriving here in Australia. After waiting in line, I finally made it into the venue. I'm really excited to explore what's inside. I came across the Palms booth, which was packed with jigs, lures and tools. So many things I wanted. Right next to it was Lucky Craft, showcasing a lineup of their well-known lures. At the Palms booth, the Lakeshore jig caught my eye the most. It looks like a super effective slow jig and the colour is spot on. It's a slow jig designed primarily for targeting freshwater fish. And then there's Maria, showcasing a wide array of large lures perfect for rockshore games. The Duck Dive is an effective popper when you want to entice fish with long and strong pulls, while the Rapido is a diving pencil lure with a solid track record for kingfish and GTs. Sunline was also present, known for their high-quality braid lines and leader lines. Naturally, I was drawn to their braid lines, and I noticed they had a new line of Siglon PE on display. It appears to be exclusively for the international market, which definitely piqued my interest. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the DAIWA booth. Let's start with the Tairaba section. Alongside the traditional Tairaba rigs, they showcased an intriguing new item, the Koga Blade Breaker. Unlike the usual round-headed design, this one features a fatter, jig-like head with a plate attached to the tail, which seems to be designed to attract fish more aggressively. It's definitely a product that caught my eye. Here we have the lines on display, featuring the Saltiga Dura Sensor 12 EX plus SI3. This line stands out for its enhanced durability thanks to the new SI3 Plus coating. It's a 12-strand braid that maintains a perfectly round shape, which ensures a smooth surface, reducing friction and increasing casting distance. While the Durasensor is known for being a bit stiff, this particular line is surprisingly supple for its type. There was a demo of the electric reels, and the one that really caught my eye was the largest model, the Seaborg G1800M RJ. The newly equipped remote jog feature is impressive, allowing you to control the reel's retrieval remotely, even from a distance. Although this feature only comes standard with the G1800, you can purchase it separately for use with the G800MJ and G1200M as well. The reel can be powered by a 12-volt deep cycle battery, so you can connect it to your boat's battery for use. However, it's recommended to have a dedicated 12-volt battery specifically for the G1800 due to its high power requirements. The larger and more powerful the reel, the more energy it consumes. Next up is the reel that likely caught the interest of many, the 2024 Certate SW. I'm sure I wasn't the only one surprised by its sudden announcement. When I first got my hands on it, I was immediately impressed by the strength of the Zayan-made air drive rotor. It's surprisingly rigid. While it doesn't quite match the durability of a metal rotor, it's much stronger than I expected. In the 6000 size model, it feels robust enough to handle anything without concern. Another surprising feature is the lightness of the reeling. For a heavy-duty SW model, the smoothness is incredible, almost reminiscent of an LT reel. The handle too feels more comfortable to grip compared to a metal one, at least in my opinion. Thanks to the monocoque body and air drive design, the reel is overall lighter and seems very user-friendly. At least during dry runs, it seems to be on par with the 2023 Saltiga SW.
Do it for a getaway.
While I can't yet speak to the actual torque or long-term durability, given how impressive the 2023 Saltiga SW was, the 2024 Certate SW leaves me with higher expectations than I initially anticipated. Next up is DAIWA's flagship baitcasting reel, the 24 Steez SV TW. On the official Australian website, it's simply listed as the 24 Steez, but it's the exact same model as the 24 Steez SV TW released in Japan. The SV TW is clearly marked on the body. This is one slick-looking reel. Designed primarily for freshwater bass fishing, it features incredibly smooth reeling and an impressively free spinning spool. When you spin the spool with your finger in free spool mode, it feels like it could just keep going forever. What's particularly interesting about this model is the absence of a mechanical brake. The knob where you typically adjust spool tension is actually a fixed cap. It seems like DAIWA's saying there's no need to adjust the zero adjuster anymore. Of course, it also comes equipped with SV Boost, promising a fantastic casting experience. Next, I visited the Duo booth. Duo is a popular brand in Japan, known for its wide range of lures, and it has also made a name for itself internationally as Duo International. They offer a variety of lures in different sizes, but what really stood out to me was their unique scale pattern with reflective sheets, which gives them a distinctive look. Among the lineup, the Fang Bait 100 DR caught my eye. This jerkbait can dive to a depth of 2.5 to 3 meters, which is particularly useful in saltwater fishing as it allows you to target a wider range of species. And then there's the Tide Minnow Slim 140. This popular lure is known for its impressive casting distance, thanks to its slim profile and weight transfer system. The well-designed lip and concentrated weight near the head give it an ideal swimming action, making it a favourite among anglers. This year, they've introduced 6 new colours. These will be particularly effective when targeting bait fish, like juvenile mullet or halfbeak. Next, I visited the Yo-Zuri booth. While many in Japan are familiar with the lure brand Duel, it turns out that Yo-Zuri and Duel are actually the same company. In Japan, lures are primarily released under the Duel brand, while overseas, they carry the Yo-Zuri name. One product that particularly caught my attention was this pink fluoro line. In Japan, it was recently released by Duel, where it was met with surprise and quickly became a hot commodity, leading to ongoing shortages. However, Yo-Zuri has actually been producing this line for 15 years. Unlike regular fluoro lines that reflect light and can sparkle underwater, this pink line absorbs light, significantly reducing reflections and making it less visible to fish. I'm currently setting it up for use in Tairaba fishing. Next up is the Igi, specifically the EBQ. This lure is incredibly popular in Japan, thanks to its lifelike floating tentacles that mimic the legs and whiskers of a real shrimp. At the booth, there was a tank where you could observe its action. The way it pauses, the way it leaps when jerked, and those tentacles, it's easy to see why squid would be drawn to it. Next up is MEIHO, a company known for its wide range of tackle boxes in various sizes. They offer boxes designed for easy lure management, ones that make handling eggy simple, and others that keep jig heads organised and easily accessible. Their designs are all about putting the angler first. I personally use their bucket mouth BM7000 box. One of the best things about the bucket mouth is its customization options. You can add attachments like rod stands, multi-holders, trays, lure holders, and drink holders to suit your preferences. This product is the Run Gun System box, designed to match the bucket mouth system, but tailored for a run gun style from the shore. It's built with portability in mind, featuring a handle that locks at a right angle for easy carrying. Plus, it's compatible with the same attachments as the bucket mouth, making it a highly convenient option if you need both boat and shore boxes. Additionally, both models are designed sturdy enough to be used as seats, providing an extra layer of convenience. Now, let's move on to another highly anticipated booth, the one from Shimano. The 2024 Stradic SW looks absolutely stunning in the photos. Just like DAIWA, Shimano's booth is also packed with people eagerly trying out their various products. Before we dive into the new model, let's quickly revisit the 2023 Stradic. It's a highly regarded reel, and I'll keep that feeling in mind as I compare it to the new model. Well, it really is a great reel. Despite being part of the Core Solid series, it's relatively lightweight yet still feels very solid. However, the Rotaflex is about what you'd expect for its price range. First up, Let's take a look at the 2024 Stradic SW in the 6000 size, which we saw in the photos earlier.
Have your 721s, your extreme, out here, all that sort of stuff. But have a look at it right now.
The build feels very solid. While the reeling does feel a bit heavier, it's incredibly smooth and sturdy, with a strong rotor. However, it doesn't seem to be significantly different from the previous model. Next is the 4000 size, and this one has seen more changes compared to its predecessor. It's clearly based on the 2023 Stradic. When you hold and spin it, it feels completely different from the 5000 size and up, lighter in weight and easier to reel. There's not much difference from the 2023 Stradic. The main changes are the color and the aluminum handle, but those come down to personal preference. Next up is the reel I was most excited about from Shimano, the 2024 Vanford. This model is part of the MGL series, known for its lightweight and nimble performance. It features a body and rotor made from high-strength CI4 plus carbon material. The lack of infinity loop might be a plus or minus depending on your preference. The first thing that struck me was how incredibly light it feels. When I get a chance to compare it directly, it seems to be approaching the lightness of the Vanquish. The feel is somewhat reminiscent of the 2019 Vanquish, though this could be due to the absence of super slow oscillation. The rotor does have some flex, which is expected given its focus on lightweight design. It'll be interesting to compare it with the 2024 Luvius. From what I experienced, the Vanford feels a bit smoother in terms of reel action, but the drag on the Luvius seems to be notably smoother. I'm looking forward to testing it out in real use to see how it performs. Overall, the 2024 Vanford gives the impression of being a lighter version of the 2023 Stradic. Next up, fishing rods, the OSHA Plugger Full Throttle. This is designed as an offshore casting rod for big game fishing and features the X Guide, which helps prevent line trouble by keeping the line from sticking to the blank during casting. What's striking is how incredibly light it feels, which is a huge advantage for a rod used for a whole day of casting. Despite its lightweight, it maintains a solid rigidity and responsiveness, making it well suited for fighting monster fish. The grip end is also designed with a large, soft contact surface, making it easy to hold and providing a comfortable grip. This thoughtful design adds to the overall usability of the rod. Next up is the 2024 Poison Adrena, a freshwater-based fishing rod developed jointly by Shimano and Jackall. While it's a mid-range model in the Poison series, it features the X Guide and a carbon monocoque grip for enhanced sensitivity. Notably, this model omits the grip end cap, which contributes to weight reduction and further improves sensitivity. The design exudes a premium feel, and as officially stated, it's incredibly light and easy to handle. It seems like a perfect match for the Vanford. Honestly, I really want one. Next up is Z-Man. They've just released a new UV glowing soft plastic bait. It's incredibly bright, and even after removing it from the UV light, it continues to glow. Z-Man is already famous worldwide for its effective lures, and this UV glow seems particularly promising in low light conditions. I definitely want to give it a try. Here we have Jackall. While Jackall is a well-known Japanese brand, it's been making significant strides in expanding overseas in recent years. It's also one of the brands behind the development of the Poison Adrena rod, a name recognized by avid anglers. One standout is the Big Backer series, designed for saltwater fishing. This lineup includes a variety of lures like sinking pencils and spin-tail jigs. Additionally, their Bam Blues series for offshore jigging is both popular and effective, delivering solid results. The jigs are relatively affordable, come with assist hooks, and are ready to use straight out of the package, convenient and highly effective. The Shein pencil is also a popular topwater plug, known as a diving pencil. It's a well-loved lure that swims effectively and attracts fish with ease. Among Jackall's offerings, their freshwater bass lures and soft plastics are particularly famous. Just as the Poison Adrena is a rod designed for freshwater use, Jackall has introduced a variety of bass fishing gear to the market. Interestingly, one of Jackall's former professional anglers once travelled to Australia and caught a barramundi using one of these lures. The APIA series is particularly suited for light game fishing. However, these lures have a proven track record of attracting mid-sized GTs under the right conditions. I especially like that many of them come in clear colours, which don't overdo the visual appeal due to light refraction. The APIA Solid in particular is an interesting lure with a solid body that creates a natural swimming action. Bass Pinot, along with Piku Piku, is notable for its sharply curved body, designed to mimic a weakened baitfish, making them highly enticing lures. While they might be challenging to use in strong currents or waves, they seem particularly effective in still water, such as lakes. And then there are the swim baits, the Dow's One and Dow's Swimmer. It was actually one of these lures that caught the barramundi. This was a surprise. I never expected to see an APIA booth in Australia. APIA is a highly popular brand in Japan, known for producing top-performing rods and lures, especially for saltwater game fishing.
Bigger one.
Yeah, well, this one's Rockshore. So
I see.
GT, Kingfish,
So like
big
casting
poppers,
and
yeah,
right.
Yeah. And this one, I think they said ocean trout.
Ocean trout.
I think
right.
that's what they said. That one's designed for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this one's boat casting. So,
okay.
so they went to Oman testing.
Yeah.
And then this one, I'm not sure what they're using it for over there, but here guys are using it for Murray cod, big swim baits, barramundi. There's 2 bait casts here.
Oh, okay. Heavy.
Yeah, heavy. Yeah, for like impoundment barra. You've got to stop them and Murray cod with the big lures.
It's quite light. I thought that was more heavy, but it's quite light.
It's light, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the new Torre carbon they're using.
Ah,
Third generation.
yeah.
Everyone else is still using second.
So it's a quite new one.
Yeah, new carbon.
Right. So these are the bait caster. And is this a spinning?
Yeah, this one's spin. Yeah.
Is that also the heavy one?
Yeah, heavier, yeah.
Sorry for my poor English. I use an APIA rod myself, and even though it's lightweight, it handles big fish really well. I really like it. I just wish it were easier to get a hold of more of their products. They have a display of lures here. There's nothing particularly new, but they're all popular lures. The Punchline, in particular, is very popular among sea bass anglers and often seems to sell out quickly. It swims naturally and catches fish well. Overall, their lures give the impression of being very solidly made. This is the Noike booth. I was quite surprised to see it here. While it's well known in Japan, I hadn't seen it in Australia before. Noike is a manufacturer that handles a lot of freshwater bass lures, especially soft plastics. There are probably very few bass anglers in Japan who don't know Noike. It seems like their lures could be good not only for bass, but also for snapper and bream. And here's Ism. The MEIHO 60S, renowned for its finesse, is a 60mm minnow that can even catch kingfish. Weighing around 7 grams, it's a versatile sinking minnow that's really intriguing. And we have Flash Union. The Full Metal Sonic is a metal vibration lure with a quick startup and excellent fall posture. Although designed for bass, it looks like it would be great for flathead as well. Here's a wrap-up of the AFTA Tackle Show 2024. I focused on some of the brands and items that caught my eye this year. It seems that the show's scale has been growing each year, with an increase in attendance as well. It's fantastic to have the opportunity to handle items that are usually out of reach and to discuss them with the staff. I attended this year on my own, but there were great activities for families too. For example, at the DAIWA booth, kids could paint lures and take them home, and there were special gifts from various manufacturers. It's definitely an event that the whole family can enjoy. Looking forward to seeing everyone at the next show in August 2025. If you have the chance, I highly recommend enjoying the opportunity to interact with various tools and gear. If you have any fishing reels you would like me to review, please let me know in the comments, and it will be highly appreciated if you could like this video and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.